Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, I've had a lot of comments recently in my videos from people obviously hearing about the collab and stuff like that with ReZero and saying like, you know, should I come back to the game, all that sort of stuff. So I wanted to talk about that because right now is honestly the best time to come back to the game in my opinion. And I always like letting you guys know at these stages where it's actually really valuable if you are considering playing now. Once again, I'm not saying you have to play, I'm just saying if I was to choose a time to get back into the game, now would probably be it. And I want to go through some of the key reasons why, and that is both for if you want to jump back into your old account and get going on it. We'll talk about that, but also if you want to just come back and start a fresh account and have a fresh experience. So we'll kick it off with the fresh account, then I'll jump into the existing accounts and talk about what you can do for them. But in general, I've just jumped on a fresh account here. I'm on the test server at the moment because we've got everything active. But at the moment, and this is the same on global server, you'll have the new collab dimensionals, which have just started. So if you start now and you start a fresh account, and as you work through the labyrinth, you sort of save, you don't collect, I can't see it in here yet, but you have campaign missions that like, as you clear labyrinth floors, you can collect extra labyrinth points. If you just leave them unclaimed, do that. It's the easiest way just to make sure you'll have enough for the event. But essentially, you will be able to save for both of the ReZero collabs characters free to play to exchange in about 2 months from now, which is really cool if that's what you want to jump into. Now, you do get a 3-day trial with both of them, so you can try it out. On top of that, for those who do enjoy spending, I can't get into the shop right now. Wait, can I do it through here? Can I do it through here? Is this where I get into the shop? Yeah, it is. So where's the dimensional? Yeah, so you can pick one of them up. This is $23 Australian, which I believe is about $15 US. You can pick one of them up. If you just want to do that, you know, you can go nuts. I'm not encouraging spending. It's up to you. I have not spent in AFK Arena in I can't even remember how long. But in general, you can get that. So you can save to get the collab characters free to play, or you can pick up one for 15 bucks. Really good timing. The other crazy thing that we still have going on, which makes it really valuable, is we have this, the Glorious Spectacular. Now, this is a raffle thing, and the missions you have to complete are really easy. You got to log in for 3 days. Like I said, there's 14 days left here. There's probably 16, 17 days left on the global server. Then you've just got to do Forest Mania, which is like a Candy Crush. You got to do Shadow Invasion, which is easy as hell. Like, you'll do that in day 1 and clear Labyrinth once. So you can do this and you can get yourself a guaranteed Awakened Hero, which I personally would pick up Awakened Solace. But you can like get that experience and you can just test all the overpowered stuff and collab stuff right now in the game. Absolutely free and easy. Like I said, you can get the 3-day trial. So maybe you jump in, pick up someone like Rem as a 3-day trial to carry you through until you get an Awakened Solace, and then you can just keep going with Awakened Solace. I think it's just a really awesome time if you want to make a new account. Let's put the Rem in. If you want to make a new account, or you want to, you know, just come back and experience the game, play it for a little bit, play with the collab characters, feel that overpoweredness, and then drop out. It doesn't matter, but I just think it's a really solid time. Plus the codes we have active, as you can see from the codes. Do I have enough for a purple stone? No, I don't. I'm 10 short, which I'll probably get pretty quickly here anyway. But with the codes that we have active, we have 10,000 gems, and we also have the 47 scrolls, which isn't too bad. So you can go through, pop those, and get yourself started with a decent roster. And like I said, it doesn't matter who you pull dupes of. If I was coming in here, I'd consider putting Chimera back on the wish list, just because you get basically 4 free copies of Chimera through the game. One from, I think it's the Candy Crush or Shadow Invasions, I can't remember. You get an Elite Plus through the 7-day login, and then you get another one through one of the Voyage of Wonders, and then later on you get one for a chapter clearing reward. So if you're going for those collab characters, you can build a Chimera up really quickly, and then just get those collab characters like a Rem and bind it to it, and away you go. So I think it's a really cool time to get started if you want to do that. What I might do is I might set my wish list, and then we'll just pop some summons here because we're here, so why not? And then I'll talk about if you want to jump back into your existing account, because there's definitely, yes, it's changed a lot. It may seem overwhelming jumping into a new account, but I still think you know, you can get quite a bit of entertainment from the new stuff that we have. So I'll be back in 1 sec. Okay, there we go. Wishlist set. Let's just do some fun summons for the sake of it because we're here. So why not? I'm an addict to summons. All right, first 10 pull guaranteed. A Nasta. Okay, not really what you'd be looking for. You could always share to get more. And let's do the singles. So the singles offer the old wish list. See how this goes. Citrana, that's a massive rip if you're wanting an account. Let's go into the 10 pools. Let's go. Let's do this. Whoop. How did I manage to click that? Don't know. Magic. I'm amazing. All right, let's keep going. Dude, it's not the kind of account you want. I hope if you guys are rolling, you get some better luck than this. All right, let's see this one. There you go. Get a liker into your day. Not too bad. All right, roll again onto the diamonds. Like I said, it's a fair chunk of diamonds that you get to summon for. And obviously this has been absolute horrid rates. This has been like disgusting. We've gone single guaranteed every time. So this is not what you'd be hoping for, but you know, it is what it is. At worst case, yeah, you got a Damon. You're pretty set from this one. So that was kind of sad for my summon fix for the day. But hey, we are where we are. All right, so that's what you're looking at there. Actually, I just want to see if we got purple stony thing from this event, because yes. All right, now we can pop a purple stone. That makes me happy. And like I said, we do have that other event on. Oh, Jesus, you always get food on that. The Glorious Spectacular, which then you can pop into that. And hey, who knows? Maybe you get it on the first one. Not like that, but you will get, and I haven't heard anyone not get it, so you should be able to get a guaranteed within 3 days Awakened Hero, which is nuts. It's like really cool for a new account. Now, moving on to the idea of jumping into your old existing account, I'm just going to quickly log over into my free-to-play account, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so depending on where you left off will depend where you're at, but if we look at faction towers, for instance, you know, if you hadn't pushed the faction towers, if you're at the point where you could start pushing them, you do eventually start getting an absolute ton of these bad boys over here, being the time emblems to summon for those awakened heroes, for getting your achievements throughout the faction towers. So as you can see, like level 360 for those ones, level floor 500, 540, 520. So you just keep getting more and more of these by pushing those faction towers. So if I was a new like a returning player on an old account, my first course of action would be assess where I was at in the faction towers and punch through those, because that is how you're going to get that awakened income. And then maybe you save for a new awakened hero to get a new toy that's cool, or you see one of the ones you like and you can summon for that. I made a whole video talking about what I think priorities are on it, but it's a big up in the air. Everyone has a different opinion on it, and I don't think you can make a wrong decision as long as you're aiming to have fun. But if you're a returning player on a returning account, I would definitely check out faction towers first, see what you can get. Hey, maybe you've even got a bunch that you can claim in here. I don't know when it changed over or whether they were new floors or whatever. I can't remember when it came out and how many floors you could push before they came out. But in general, you can jump in there and check it out. Even if you were around for like Awakened Taylene and stuff, there's been a lot more income methods. The other thing that I think you'll enjoy, because I personally enjoy it a lot more, is if we jump into the new Nightmare Corridor. We obviously have we always had the Twisted Realm that came first, then we had the Cursed Realm, but then they introduced the Nightmare Corridor, and this is something that I really enjoy compared to Cursed Realm. My problem with Cursed Realm is it's like you just got to endlessly attack and just deal as much damage as you can, whereas I like Nightmare Corridor because in this one you have bosses. Every fight is a boss and you actually have to kill the bosses, so it gives you an end goal to work towards where you're like, okay, I need to kill these bosses, not just endlessly do damage. Then it becomes a speed thing, which I'm really cool with. So I really do think that this is a cool new bossing feature, if that's kind of thing that you guys were into. But like I said, first priority would be jumping into King's Tower, checking out all that stuff, then jumping over here. Then the other thing you can do is you can jump over here. There's 2 areas you can go to see if you can get a lot of rewards. Peaks of Time, they're always introducing new wandering balloons. As you can see, I've just, you know, I'm lazy with these things, but you can get a stack of rewards from doing all these wandering balloons if you've missed a bunch. Over at the Wanderer's Pouch, depending on how much they've introduced new Candy Crush, Shadow Invasions has been expanded. So there's a lot that you can get from there. And then you can jump over into the Thrilling Voyage, which is where you can get sort of a jump start. Wait, what have I not picked up here? Oh, it just wants me to buy the pack, does it? Oh no, I'm stuck there, my bad. But yeah, you can jump over to these and you can get a bunch of rewards, even from the previous ones over here. You can get a bunch of rewards from there. So like if you're looking to optimize your account, you can jump there and get all those ones done as well. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much the main things I'll look at. They did introduce the updated Temporal Rift, which I'm thinking they're going to rework the shop and the rewards again, because there's been a bit of talk about it. So I'm not going to go too deep into the temporal rift until I see if they're going to address it or not. But yeah, those are the main things you're looking at for jumping back into it. Like I said, the big draw card is those new awakened heroes, playing with them. And if you had a pretty decent account, you can actually generate a lot of income, and probably within a couple months you might be able to get one even to Ascended, depending on how far you were pushed, because like I said, you get a ton out of those faction towers. But anyway guys, that's the video. Like I said, I just had a bunch of comments lately from people asking about, is it worth returning, what's your thoughts, stuff like that. So I just wanted to make a quick video covering it. I think if you come back and you start a fresh account, you're gonna have a lot of fun, and that way you'll get used to all the new features as they come. We've got Treasure Scramble, there's a ton of new features. I'm gonna redo like a whole beginner's series again for the game. But yeah, new account, you're going to have fun, and honestly, existing account, jumping back in with your old heroes and then working on new metas, getting those awakened heroes and stuff like that, I think you'll have a lot of fun as well. But once again, if you're not having fun, don't do it. That's the moral of the story. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.